another episode of the Roku Bros. We are here today to discuss the episode 9 of The God of High School. And look, Mira is one of my favorite characters. I mean, really, the three that they portray between Mira, Han, and Jin, they're all equally favorites. They're progressing this storyline, fleshing out some stuff. Like at this point, I've seen the fights. I think they're kind of going through the progressions. I feel like they're going through the progressions with these fights right now, trying to get to the main fights. They're using the fights that they're in now to kind of build up their strength categories or whatever, as far as like with Mira getting her Shari or whatnot, and like explaining this sword. Like I was looking at this wooden sword that Mira had, and I'm like, I guess we're just supposed to believe that this wooden sword is just tough as fuck. Which is not uncommon for me to suspend my beliefs in anime, but only to find that this sword is actually a fucking real sword and not like a kendo sword or a bamboo sword that, like, what's his name from Rurouni Kenshin was carrying.
Yahiko?
Yahiko? Yeah. I still don't understand that. Are those things hurt that bad to just put you out like that? And you're a professional swordsman? I don't know. But
I don't know either. I mean, but we saw that she earned her the real sword in this episode because, I mean, she was already out here with these hands. The Moonlight stance, honestly, arguably is a better sword stance without the sword than with it.
It seems that way. Cause like, I don't think there's any difference in. Because they have different stances without the hands. Well, it's still Moonlight sword dance, but just a different number. So, like, if he's doing Moonlight sword stance with number 1, and that's hand to hand, if she has her sword, would it still be number 1 if she decided to do that attack? Because it's still Moonlight sword stance. Because it's not like Zoro's no hand style or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's still falls under to me that's like Zoro going Centurion and he doesn't have any fucking doesn't have 3 fucking swords in his hand.
I mean, she seems definitely on that Katana Gatari where like her body is the sword type mess and but in this episode we really see her paired with the true version of that sword. And it's like the sword had to deem her worthy.
I mean, I guess that's just more so because she didn't have a Shari.
But that's probably why she was deemed worthy. Because when that Lubu came out, any nigga that's one of these classic Chinese heroes is gonna kick ass. Because when I seen that, the first thing I was thinking, I don't even remember the anime's name, but I was thinking So-So. And he's like this bang hero, and the first thing he was fighting was Lubu in that anime, and Lubu is that nigga. So
what's the name of it?
I don't even remember. Maybe I'll have it in the comments.
Just So-So Lubu. These are actual names.
They're the names. They're the names of these guys.
Oh, okay.
It was a decent anime, and it was just going through this nigga So-So was just strong as fuck. I mean, anytime you get one of these niggas coming out here, in fact, actually, if I'm not mistaken, one of you niggas in the comments probably will be able to correct me. If I'm not mistaken, Son Goku is also part of that.
The 8 gorilla monkey?
Yeah, but
more so in a historical time?
Yeah, a historical thing. Not like a true, I think it's just like legend.
Legend, yeah. Like a Chinese legend.
Yeah, I think that he's in there. I think he's in those stories as well. I might be wrong. I don't know. I mean,
it would make sense. It makes sense to me. But Feng Jian, what's his name or whatever. They really didn't give you a lot of history on him, but how they introduced it, you could pretty much infer highly that Feng Jian was a motherfucker who was battle craved in the middle of fucking wars. Just bloodthirsty beast of a warrior or whatever. So I would like to get more exposition, and I feel like they will, because because Mira was I'm still trying to get a grasp on everything. what just happened. Like, you know, she got put into a corner, which we discussed last time, where, oh, you got to be put into a corner to release your Shari. Which leads me to ask, like, what is it going to take for Jin's Shari to be released? Because I know he doesn't want one, but even though he doesn't want one, doesn't mean that one still won't be enveloped in him, or one won't appear from whatever situation that he's in. But at the same time, the conversation that Feng Zhang had with Mira prior to leads me to believe that it's more so of an agreement, and you have to accept and be willing to accept the Sharyu's help. So they just can't have their way and just be like, oh, if I'm here, you have to accept their help. So I believe that in Jin's case, he might get a Shari, but refuse to use the power of said Shari.
Until maybe he's pushed into a corner where he'll have to accept it.
I want to say that he will, but like at the same time, he was very adamant about not wanting to use a Shari to be strong. He just wants to be strong without the use of the Shari. Like in Han's, as opposed to Han Daiwei, who's trying to seek more information and get a Shari, I feel like Han might be the last person to get a Shari because of his desire to actually get one. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Mira got one. He was excited for Mira to get one. But at the same time, I feel like he's like, damn, I'm like Vegeta trying to go Super Saiyan. Like, I just can't fucking do it. I just want to go Super Saiyan. I just want to go Super Saiyan. And like, I don't think his Shari's gonna come like immediately or within the next couple of episodes, even when Han's like pressed up against a corner. Because for Han, him being on the ropes is really like, is he really on the ropes?
I mean, it's a good question.
You know, because who was it? This Bruce Lee dressed chick who was in the bathroom with Han. You know, I could tell how Han was just blocking. That he wasn't trying to fight with this person. Like, he already understood, like, I know who you are, what you about. And she's on the same team as Blue Shark Teeth guy. But Han literally just gave her a kick to the leg. Like a low kick to the leg or knee. And at that angle, easily break a leg or fuck it up. And she went down hard. Blocks here, kicks here. Like, you're done. You know, so she goes down. He picks up the dude that he fought, the construction worker guy, and he proceeds to just fucking walk out the bathroom without giving it a second thought, because he already knew what it was. Like, I'm just kidding. And it didn't even seem like it was a huge heavy kick that he landed on her. It was like, here, take that.
It was enough for her to know that, like,
yeah,
I'm out here. I'm not fucking around. But, like, you know, I show you enough power to know that I'm not one to be fucking.
But she knew that off top upon approaching him.
I mean, you're right.
She was like, "You're so cool." When she made out with him, which is weird.
It was weird.
She had him motorboat her and then kicked him in the abdomen. To that point, I don't think Han was like all too upset with the beating that he was getting. Yeah, keep putting hands on me.
I mean, like, he endured more attacks than we've seen him endure. And from that low kick, you understood that, like, I mean, at any time, he could have gotten away.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I don't even know how he ended up over there. Like, who was he looking for Jin?
I think he was. I think he was looking for Jin. I think he just happened to walk into it and see, you know,
just passed out on the restroom floor. That, I don't know. That just seemed weird to me.
Man, dog, that man. She beat them in the ass, like.
Who? Oh yeah. I mean, apparently so. He seemed okay. He didn't seem too beat up. I don't know why he whooped his ass, but
I mean, like,
he didn't have nothing to gain from it.
I would think she had anything to gain from it, but I think that we can infer enough that, like, she did beat his ass. I mean, like, I don't know who else was there.
But but my point is still, like, why? Why was she there?
I mean, why does anybody do anything? She strikes me like that. that crazy chick from My Hero Academia.
Togata.
Yeah.
Toga? Yeah, Toga.
Yeah.
So,
I think.
yes, yeah. But then you got Jin looking for his granddad. How he knew where the fuck his granddad was, unexplained to me. I have
He
no
just
idea.
went. He just knew the exact place.
I said, this is it. And it's like, even me watching as a viewer, I'm like, so these cult motherfuckers, or what is it, Knots, or whatever the hell they're called, are like, these motherfuckers take your granddad, put him in a random warehouse, no security, he's just here, your grandpa's chained up. Like, even the fact, that idea that your granddad was chained up doesn't make sense to me. Based off what I've seen him do, those chains are not going to do anything. That's what I said in the last review. And
You was right. I mean, and in all honesty, I thought, like, before this episode, I thought that, like, he just was playing about being captured in the first place. Like, he's just like, oh, if I'm here and I'm captured, I'm here because I want to be. There's some other shit that I gotta find out before.
I mean, that still rings true, for the simple fact that no one still knows where his granddad is. And so, like, you're thinking that, oh, his granddad was captured, clearly with this, I don't want to call it a red herring, but like this distraction to Jin to be like, oh, we have your granddad. Well, I don't think they have his granddad. Because if they really had his granddad, he would have used the actual figure of his granddad. I understand he was trying to trick him, and he's just a part of the other team, but I don't even know how him, as a person who's a part of the other team, meaning the person that Jin was whooping, whose ass meaning the person whose ass Jin was whooping. Like, I don't know how he knew the situation about the granddad. Well, he's a part of the cult organization, right? The people that they fought were a part of the cult.
Yeah.
Well, the team was a part of the cult organization, but that guy's also a part of the cult organization, but he killed those
But
guys.
yeah, he did. But maybe, I don't know why he killed those guys. Maybe they wasn't really showing, like, the promise that they should have been showing or whatever.
So he just goes in there, doppelgangs them, and gets bodied? He effectively got bodied by one person.
I mean, he did. I mean, like, I don't know.
Different people.
And it wasn't just the team that they were going to fight that was, like, killed. There was other bodies that was around, too. So it's like...
There was a fuck ton of bodies.
Yeah, there's there's a lot of bodies. They killed a lot of people.
Yeah, like, because, like, that kind of went... that kind of might go over some people's heads. Like, you see the primary people who are part of the team who are laid out, but in the background, I'm thinking the bodies that are on the ground were the doppelgangers. No. The bodies that are on the ground are fucking, like, just randos.
Are they also, like, just people from the tournament? Like, you could even make the question, like, damn, like, has anybody from the tournament been the actual niggas that was supposed to be fighting?
That's got another question. So, the doppelganger that was in the ring fighting Mira, and the ones who are part of the team, did they not know that the original just got fucked?
I mean, I think they had to know that the originals got fucked because all three members of the team had been replaced.
They were acting like, he was certainly acting like, if that was the case, I don't know how you get bodied with the same attack twice, back to back, effectively.
I mean, like, I don't think it was the same guy. I don't think it was the same guy in both the warehouse and in the ring.
It's not one of his doppelgangers?
I don't think it was one of his doppelgangers. I don't think that was one of the guy in the warehouse. I don't think that was part of his doppelgangers. I don't know. From what we've just seen, like, to be honest, from, like, the last dude from Nox who, like, impersonated Sim Bangsa. Well, there's that nigga. And there's the other, the dude that Q had fought, too. Because he was the one, he was the one who had, well, no, never mind. I'm getting stuff mixed up. But the dude who impersonated Sim Bangsa is another dude. I think that being a doppelganger might be some type of collective power from Nox, based on what we've seen.
Being a doppelganger?
Yeah, being able to become a doppelganger.
I think don't know. I have more questions than answers now. Because I didn't go into this video actually having all these questions. I didn't go into this discussion having all these questions. I finished the episode. You know, it's cool, but just having this discussion, I'm just thinking, I'm like, how is this happening? Like, you know, like, yeah, the story, the plot's moving along at a fairly good pace and everything like that. Everybody's, you know, doing what they need to do. But just the entire situation of Knox and these executives, like, because they're throwing a lot of stuff out there as if, on some One Piece shit, like, oh, we gonna throw this out there, we know about this shit, y'all don't know nothing about this, and this shit's been going on the entire time. It's new information, like hockey. You know what I'm saying? Hockey ain't get introduced to the latter half of the damn series, but it's like, motherfuckers was using it in the prior portion of the series, and you had no idea what the fuck was going on. Now you have to go back and be like, oh shit, so that's what was going on during all of this other stuff. So I feel like it's something like that. Like there's so many different, like we're finding out things about the grandpa, about the fact that he beat the six. You see Park Mujin rubbing a scar on his head, and the old dude holding the arm. He's like, yeah, I whooped all of these motherfuckers. If you think that any of you stand a chance against me, and I whooped all of them, and I'm standing on this pile of bodies, then I believe Jim Mori's grandfather is not one to be fucked with. I believe he's still alive.
I'm like, does that mean? I mean, like, if that's all the case, to be honest, I don't even think that that's really Gentei. Yeah, I don't think it's his arm. I don't think it's really his arm. Like, cause
that it doesn't seem practical to me to build somebody up as having as much ability and having the resume and fighting the people that he's fought and coming out relatively unscathed, and then all of a sudden these random nobodies who you are effectively on the run from or hiding from because you left Jin at the age of 4 on his birthday, or you know, or what,
6, I think.
Yeah, at the age of 6 on his birthday, or the day before his birthday, and went on a run. Ain't seen Jin since, but they're the reason why you're not present in Jin's life. Then I have no choice but to believe that you knew of their existence, knew of their capabilities, know what they're about, and they know what you're about. So it really doesn't matter what attacks they throw out. Like, they had this whole fucking collective plan of Colt out there summoning this fucking sword, and this nigga just stood there. He didn't fucking run. He didn't fucking put up any type of defensive barrier. He didn't try and knock it out the way. He didn't speed blitz anybody. He just kind of took the sword, and now you see an arm on the ground. If you're telling me that somebody who's been on a run for about 15 to 17 years doesn't know how to plant some type of evidence to make it seem like, you know, oh, well, I'm gone, I'm out of here, I'm either captured, killed, or on the run somewhere, okay. You know, I'm giving you several different options of where I am while you don't know where I am. And this guy bringing in this doppelganger or this exploding grandpa that was in this warehouse, actually that raises a good point. So what are these explosions? But anyway, like, this guy bringing in this exploding grandpa in the warehouse is like almost like a confirmation that, yeah, his granddad's fine, he's got both arms or whatever, and yeah, he's not in bad shape, or he's not there, or he's not captured, because I don't think anybody on any side know where he is.
He is strong enough from what we've seen so far to, if he gets captured, it's because he wants to get captured. And, like, good on God of High School for, like, honestly making us think. I was like, damn, maybe maybe he did lose it, or maybe it did happen. But then, like, once you understand, like, they go more in depth of this nigga, and, like, we understand that he beat that old nigga's ass, and he beat Park Mujin's ass. Nah, if he done did that, you fodder motherfuckers is not gonna be able to do shit.
Anytime you tell me, and Park Mujin's number 1, I am the one. No, this motherfucker, Jin's granddad is number 0.
Yeah, this man is before.
He is -1.
Like, yeah, nah, you don't want no parts of Jin's granddad, and like, you know, that shit was on full display in this episode. Like, really, just because of the absence of Gentei Jin, because it's like, okay, we think that he's going to be good and go save his granddad. Find out his granddad's not even really there. So it just brings the basic question: where is his granddad?
Which also leads me to ask, it's like, Jin rides his bicycle to this warehouse, says, I feel that he's in here, what the fuck were you feeling? Because
Was it
literally
like
what you were
life
feeling
force? Was it? But it was fake though.
and it
So-
wasn't his grandpa. So it's like, what?
So was he able, like, I guess the question is, like, not only how is he able to find it, is he able to feel, like, his granddad's life force? Is Knox able to, like, mimic someone else's life force when they...
Well, I think that's shown in the fact that if the doppelgangers were in this tournament, they were using abilities that weren't the original Shadow Clone Jutsu guys that Jan was whooping up on. Because the dude comes out, he's got this fucking like purple shit that's fighting Jan and he's shooting it at him. I'm sure that's the original guy's ability, so that leads me to believe that whoever this clone is able to clone the ability, because the fucking Kraken. So even to the extent of we're able to clone you and then also we're
Clone
creating
your
your Shaoryu.
That's.
I have questions about that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no. God damn it, this anime is like the more answers we started to get, like we started like understanding more about Shaoryu. We started seeing like the movements of like seeing some of these different factions, and like in this episode, they just brought out more questions as to like what is going on, and really just getting you ready to want to come back. Like there hasn't been an episode of this show yet where it's ended and I'm like, fine, I'll come back next week. I'm like, wait, it's done now? I need to know.
I don't even know what the last part, it was just them hyping up Jan. I feel like you're going to find his grandpa, because they're kind of like, that's kind of what the storyline is building up to in these next couple episodes, or his granddad might reach out to him randomly in the street somewhere, this nigga Jan's walking around, and like his granddad just may bump into him or hand him a note or some shit like that.
Yeah. I think that they've alluded to it enough that like we're going to see Jen with his grandpa at some point this season, I think. And like shit. Outside of that, like they got so much stuff waiting, like getting you excited for what's going to happen next. Like, like shit, is there even a need to have Han fight in the next round? Because like Jin beat this guy's ass.
Oh, it's already 2-3.
Yeah.
No,
So
that's a clean sweep right there.
yeah, it's done. It's done.
So they're done with that.
You came here and you got your ass beat. Now you get to go home.
Yeah, so now, I don't know who they fight next, but clearly, the guy who's got the tiger symbol on the back, that's going to be in the shark teeth guy. They're going to be like the main antagonists of not main antagonists, but the main forces for the trio to beat. And they also introduced the girl in the group too. So
and who has just like Bruce Lee, got some nunchucks.
I don't know how effective those nunchucks are going to be against this new current Mira.
I mean, like I agree with you.
She should no longer be handicapped at this point. Like, there should be nothing that, like, she's got a sword and now she has a power boost of the Shaoryu. I don't know where she goes from here, maybe mastering the sword or anything of that nature. I believe she should get a sheath or be able to transform that sword back to the original state. That way she's just not walking around with this fucking naked ass blade or whatever, just around.
Yeah, no, it's probably gonna be something because it changed, it changed its form and stuff, so it might change back. I mean, I think so.
So I don't know. Having all these questions is good. It's got me thinking on different things. Hopefully, when we get the answers, I'll be just as equally excited for the answers that we get because we're invested in this story or series. So, I mean, I don't know how long we've been talking, but that went longer than
it brought in a lot of different questions, and say every episode, I can't see what happens next. I can't wait to see that shit.
They didn't have anything to pull on our heartstrings. It was more so just, we're here, niggas are getting stronger. Let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving the story. And they did a fucking great job of that shit. I mean, like you said, this conversation it went in a different way than I expected. It's kind of funny because it was such a hype episode, but then it was just like, no, let's get down, let's break this shit down, and then
down to business.
to defeat the Hulk. All right. Oh man, but
on some total range. Well, it's not random. It kind of transitions into that. I haven't seen none of the trailers for the live action Mulan. I haven't. Am I gonna watch it? Maybe. Not sure. But
I mean, I've seen the trailer. I mean, like it looked, it looked pretty straight. I'll probably watch it. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, but shit, why not?
Man, let's move on. It's one of my favorite Disney movies. Or one of the best soundtracks. But we'll see how they do it though.
Yeah. And speaking of why not like, share, and subscribe to the Rocco Bros.
Good stuff. You gotta get better.
Hey, but nah, man. Like, also tell us what your favorite parts of this episode was. We gonna be out here. Hit us up on all platforms at Rocco Bros. And until next time.
Catch you on the next one.